Captain Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Nolan Wells' friend said that Nolan stayed behind to spend time with a young woman. That young woman said after she spent time with Nolan Wells, he was heading back to the boat to make it to island with his friends. Both of them stories didn't add up because it's two different stories. Now, there's a new sighting of Nolan Wells on a new boat, on another boat, a picture that we haven't seen. Y'all not gonna believe who the owner of this boat is. This gonna blow y'all mind. Let's check it out. We ain't gonna waste no more time because I know y'all want to know. All right, let's go to my boy Willie D's page. Let's check it out.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Well, what do we have here? More lies and inconsistencies in the Nolan Wells case. Before I go any further, a couple of shout-outs. One to Secret Service Sam, where I first saw the story, and two to We Are Human 2, where Sam says he first saw the story. I want to show you a couple of videos, well, actually a video and a couple of photos. And you tell me what you see, fam. Let's start with the video. This video is allegedly of Nolan Wells on an unidentified boat. Now, I said that the boat was unidentified because we can't quite make out exactly what it is, but Secret Service Sam tried to do the best that he could. This is the picture that was taken from the video.
All right, stop there. In fact, the same outfit, shorts that Nolan had on. This boat right here, this picture right here, this video right here that just popped up, we never seen it. Don't y'all find it strange that none of the investigators found any of this, but the people that's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, now these videos are starting to pop up. At first, we didn't know where he went. The timelines didn't match up. Nobody seen where he went. But now we seeing more videos and more pictures of him starting to pop up. Check this out.
And he enhanced it and came up with this. That says, Lil Daddy. Now, I believe it was the guy who runs the page, We Are Human 2, who said he don't believe that it says little or Lil Daddy. But the daddy part, I don't think is disputable. But the first part of it is in question. Now, what's the significance of this boat? Well, word on the street is that boat belongs to this man.
And y'all want to know who this man is? Watch this.
Now, who is this man? Allegedly, this man is the father of the so-called girl, the mystery girl that Nolan was hanging out with.
Oh, man, we getting somewhere now, y'all. Now we getting somewhere. We didn't know this. See, we only seen the girl's mother. Y'all seen the video that we did where the girl mother came up and she did all the talking about her daughter because her daughter's name was in the press. We never heard anything about the girl father being allegedly. This is her father, allegedly. We haven't heard anything about him being there. He just popped. What's today? Sunday? He pops up Sunday, y'all. Now that his name is in the press, we done got pictures of him. We done got pictures of his boat. Y'all want to know what happened to him after all this? Let's keep watching.
Word on the street is this guy is this guy. This is Katie's father. Now, what's the significance? Well, if our guy, Nolan, is indeed on this boat, if this is the same boat, then Katie got some explaining to do, because Katie, let her tell it, said she briefly spoke to Nolan, and then he took off and started about his business, to hanging out with his buddies, who I believe actually killed him. Also, if that is indeed Nolan on that boat, then that could change the timeline. Once again, that's him. Now, Here's the deal, fam. This guy, once he got wind of people talking about him on the internet and pointing him out as perhaps having some type of association to Nolan's death, he vanished.
He got on, y'all. He got on. Once his name got out there, his picture got out there, his boat, allegedly, that was his boat, got out there, now he vanished. Nobody can find him. He don't have no information, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking for him next to ask him questions. But he got on. Why did all these people, why they getting on? If they didn't do nothing. If I didn't did nothing, I'm not running. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to stay right here. Y'all come ask me whatever y'all want to ask me. But I'm not fit to disappear. Something is fishy, y'all. What do y'all think? Leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Why y'all think he left?
Poof. He vanished. He just totally disappeared. Went dark. You know, the internet is just the internet. It ain't like when people leave a comment that it's a bullet released from a chamber and it goes inside of your body. It ain't like it's a stab wound or something. It's just people with digital messages. So why are you running? Why are you hiding? What are you afraid of? That's what I need to know. What exactly are you afraid of? Why are they all hiding?
Because they all got them phone calls. I told y'all it was going to be some twist. It was going to be some turns in this case. Yeah, you thinking this, it turned out to be that. It didn't come back to being this and that. So we're going to find out. I told you, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to stay on it. I'm going to stay on it, y'all.
Are they running scared? All of his friends who had their names mentioned then went dark. They deleted their social media accounts. Some of them have scrubbed the internet. You can't find a picture of them anywhere. My thing is, if you're so bold, you're so big and bad, you're so proud of your work, what are you running from? Why are you hiding like a coward? That's what I want to know. Speaking of coward, there's a woman who has something to say to these cowards who move in that manner. She also lost a son under similar circumstances. Yeah. She lost her son, TJ Davis. But this was 5 years ago, and it's just coming to light. It's just starting to get some kind of traction. TJ's buddies, his white friends, came to pick him up from his mother's house. And that was the last time he was seen alive.
I know one thing. This right here is about to make a lot of people pay attention to where their kids is going and who their kids is leaving with. If you haven't paid attention so far, they're gonna be paying attention now. This is, I don't know if this, like I said, I don't know if there's some ritual thing that's going on in this part of town, or if this is part of the. If you want to be macho, you want to get your name up, your game up, just like the gang culture, you got to go put in work. Maybe this one of them rituals. We don't know.
They picked him up from his mama's house. Next thing you know, they say he drowned. Picked him up. Next thing you know, he's dead. Once again, the black guy is dead. The white guys returned home and lived to tell the story.
He drowned. None of his friends tried to help him. None of them tried to save him. If we all go somewhere together and we all in the water and y'all see me flipping and flopping and all that, y'all not going to help me? Y'all supposed to be my friends. Nobody is helping me. All right. What do y'all? That's not hard to figure out what's going on. That's not hard to figure out what's going on. These rivers out there, it shows starting to be a ground for a lot of unaliving when you go out with your friends in this part of town.
Interesting.
Hi, my name's Shira Davis, and my son's name's TJ Davis, and I'll tell you about him in a minute. I want to tell Nolan Wells family, my deepest condolence. I'm so sorry about your baby. And I know firsthand. In 2021, August 29th, my son was out with 4 white tee young men. And this is in St. Paul, Minnesota. I get a knock on the door early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, that my son is gone. My son was a swimmer. He had swimming lessons. He was the strongest and the biggest out of all of them. And none of them have talked. None of them have talked to the police. They don't want to.
Sound familiar to me.
It's going on 5 years. 5. August 29th this year. He would have been 26 years old this year. His father, my son's father, showed me the link yesterday about Nolan Wells. And it was very triggering for both of us because it's like the similar, very similar. But none of my videos about my son went viral. All you creators that I tagged, that I asked, didn't talk about my son. And that hurts. And I'm not taking anything away from Nolan Wells and his family at all. But y'all pick and choose who you want to talk about. And I'm still trying to find answers. Let's talk about Kendrick Johnson Jr.
All right, this is coming from a parent, a mother that's hurt. She felt like when this happened to her child, she didn't get the coverage or the press that Nolan Wells is getting. But you're getting it now. You know, you're getting it now. You're getting your voice heard. You're on platforms. You're on this platform. You're on my platform. And hopefully when other people do reactions, they'll be able to share your story as well. And hopefully they get an investigating team over there to figure out more what happened. Because this is going to lead down a road to cases like yours as well. I'm pretty sure if he got a good defense team, that they're going to take all you guys with the same story in consideration once they found out who did this. And they're going to start looking all the way through all this stuff. See, they didn't open up a can of worms because now this is national news. So let's get back to this.
Miss Jackie and Mr. Kendrick Sr., 13 years. And they still don't have answers. And I don't see y'all blowing that up either. Do better. I will keep making videos. I'm just so burnt out. Grief is taking a lot out of me. And that's what happens when you lose a child. And I just want to say, dear Black parents, don't let your Black child, I don't care if it's female, male, go out with all white tea people, because you don't know. You don't know if they're going to make it another day. You just don't know. So I'm going to show you pictures of my son and 3 of the white tea men he was with, because the other one, I can't find pictures.
The other one, you can't find pictures. That might be your answer right there. If you can't find no pictures of him, but you can find pictures of the other guys.
Please share TikTok. I do not ask much of y'all. I got like 25,000 followers. And I need you to repost it, share, like y'all been doing with Nolan Wells. Have a good evening.
Well, we going to share it now. I know the people that support Compton Rick Rock, they going to share it. They've been doing an awesome job on this. They've been showing up. They've been sharing. They've been commenting. They've been doing all this stuff. Comment on every picture, on every video. You know, they liking it, they sharing it. So long as we get them shares, continue to keep these shares going, y'all. Like I say, if you're not doing nothing after you finish the video, just share it to one person. They gonna share it to the next. Get a chain line going. Share these videos. This is real life. This is a parent that's grieving. This could be any one of our family members. She asking for help. I didn't know she was gonna be on this reaction I'm doing. You know, so you gonna get some more eyes on you, man.
Whew, man, that's heavy. That's heavy. Super heavy. I do want to address something, what she said about the creators picking and choosing. Since I'm a creator, she's talking to me too. I actually just came across this case today. It just hit my desk today. I had no idea that the case was out there. And I'm in the media like this, and I'm dropping 5 videos a day, rain, sleet, or snow, and I missed it. Well, there's others out there that missed it, right? Not saying that some people didn't ignore the story. I'm sure there are others who ignored the story for whatever reason. But then there's others who didn't cover the story for whatever reason. I can tell you this right now, that I do not see every single message that somebody send me about some type of atrocity. I don't see it.
A lot of us don't see it. Especially, I know I'm guilty of that too, because I cover so much of the content here in Los Angeles that most of the time I don't get to run across these type of videos unless it's, a big case like this one. This one hit me because, like I say, I have nephews, I have a son, I have, so this one hit me kind of different because this is not a gang related case. This is not some young dude that was out there gang banging, throwing up gang signs to people's neighborhood, and he got unalive for playing a gang game. This is a kid that was doing something with himself. Trying to become somebody in life. Not somebody that's out here committing crime and doing unaliving to other people. So this one is different. But yeah, man. And the LA content creators, we got to do better too, man. All we cover, and it's an audience for all this stuff. But every now and then, let's try to at least throw in something like this. Like this lady been on here. She said she's been talking about this for 5 years and nobody is covering. Let's see if we can find videos like this. People who need help, people with big platforms can share this message.
It's impossible. I get a whole lot of messages. My inbox is inundated, especially with Black loss, Black pain, Black people getting done dirty in this country. The research itself is overwhelming. Just when you hear about these cases, you have to do your research and figure out, does the case even have merit, right? And then you have to think about your audience algorithms, because these algorithms will kick off certain things. It'll take that algorithm will take a certain story, depending on what you do, man, and that story will like flip your algorithm and make your channel go straight downhill.
Yep, and then it'll take your channel to nothing. I did that before. I did a whole lot of police reactions on this channel. I have another channel called Compton Rick Rock Body Cam. The links is in my other videos. But yeah, it will take your channel from what your normal audience is used to seeing. Your audience, they so used to you doing one type of content. Like, hey, what is this, man? We get it, but we want some of that. That's why I try to give them both of best worlds. I give them this, and then I give them that. Try to please everybody who support my channel. But anyway, man, I need all of y'all to share the video, especially these. The other ones, y'all can do what y'all want to do on those, but ones like this, I'm gonna need all y'all to share, man. I need y'all to continue doing what you've been doing for the last few days. There's people out there, like that guy, JT Mother, she's hurting, and this is going to keep pushing this case, keep pushing the pressure on people. It's going to keep pushing the pressure. It's going to pop up everywhere. So anyway, man, comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channels. Compton Rick Rock, Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.